these days, what is like the hiring process like for APMs or entry level roles?
Right. So, see, for entry level roles, the biggest problem is the top of the funnel. And for people on the call who don't understand what top of the funnel means, so there is a conversion terminology that product manager use a lot. Is like if you are building a product, which, let's say, take the example of Flipkart. So you go to flipkart.com, then you add something in your cart, then you go to the cart page, then you make the payment, and then the product gets delivered to you. So let's say 1000 people come on the first page. Only 500 people add the product in their cart. Only 100 pay for the payments. Out of those 100, maybe 90 got successful payments, and only 90 products eventually got sold. So out of the 1,000 people that came to your website, only 90 people eventually bought the product. So the top of the funnel is the largest section of largest interface to any company. So for entry level jobs, the problem is the pool is very high. So at times what happens is that your CV hardly gets like 10-15 seconds for a review. So I have come across a lot of CVs by college graduates which are like roughly 4 pages long. I don't know, dude. Like, I didn't do enough work, which was 4 pages long back in college. I still have like a one-page CV, and I would recommend that whatever you want to highlight, you should highlight in the top one-fourth page of your CV, because nobody else is reading for the rest of the part.
So
So you,
what are you looking for in a CV of, let's say, a fresher? What
right,
can they have that stands out? Because there are thousands of CVs coming to companies, right?
right. So what I'm looking for is a problem. I'm looking for an approach. I'm looking for a solution, and I'm looking for a result. So whatever you did in your college lifetime, you should come up with one thing that you can structure as a problem. You can tell your approach, you can tell a solution, and you can tell a result. The easiest thing for anybody who hasn't done any extracurricular even in college, you have done your BTP, you have done your MTP. You cannot graduate without it. So if you have done your BTP, you have done something very similar. You came across a problem, you defined an approach, you did a solution or an experiment, and you declared a result. If you can structure that as something that you took from a problem to an execution, that will take you to a product management interview. The KTJ or the SF or PORs will not get you to a product management role.
And so
So
for people who have like time, let's say they have, 12 months left, 10 months left, what is it that they can do to reflect on the CV? Like, for
that's a
a,
interesting question. If you have a lot of time, a technical bent always helps. If you are from coding background, that really helps. I'm not from a coding background, but I'm still a product manager. So you can become a product manager even though you don't have necessarily coding skills. You just need to have an understanding. But if you do have time, so if you do have time, why not build an app? Just build a simple app. Identify a problem, identify a set of target group that you are solving for. It might just be 100 users. You might just build a simple app for your college community, and you should have a unique selling proposition, USP, what we call. You should have a differentiating factor in what you do. You shouldn't copying somebody else. You shouldn't be copying somebody else, and you should have a tangible result. If you don't want to build an app, you can just build like a small solution. Like, uh, if you face a problem in college, like, uh, at 2 a.m. in the night, if there's not enough food sufficient, like not sufficient food available, if you went ahead and solved that problem, how did you solve that problem? That is something a product manager will be interested in. Let's say, so in my time, college canteens were usually open around 3 a.m. But if somebody was hungry at 4 a.m., it was really difficult finding food for them. So if, let's say, I'm just solving that problem, so I'll write in my CV that solved for night deliveries of food for, let's say, X number of people. Then I'll write a bit about how did I solve that, and I'll write a result of I was able to successfully deliver food to, let's say, 500 people. I'm not saying you have to deliver food. I'm just giving an example of what kind of problem and solution that you look like. But try to find something in your college career that was a problem and you came up with a solution for that. That will help the most, I would say.